What's up, you guys? This is Steffi, aka In My Humble Opinion, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be watching season 5, episode 3 of The Crown. The episode is entitled Mou Mou. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Also, I'm really pandering with this shirt, aren't I? Let's just get into this episode. Alexandria, Egypt, 1946. Oh, that's the uncle. I was like, are we gonna get Claire Foy again? Oh, isn't that's the guy that Diana was in the car accident with, I believe. Origin story. Oh, spoiler alert. You're gonna be very surprised at the future.
أبوك بسلامته زعلان إننا بنقول عليهم أسياد الأرض هو عشان هم كده فعلا.
When I first engaged him, I had my doubts. I'm going to ask our Bohemian friend if he wants the job on a permanent basis.
I feel like that was also kind of like thinly veiled racism, but...
عماد الدين محمد عبد المنعم فايد وأنت الهوك دودي.
Ah, okay. Wow. I like that. I think this is a very interesting in to the story. The last name sounded familiar, but then I was like, Muhammad, that doesn't sound like the person that Diana was with, but I was just forgetting the first name. Yeah, Dodi Fayed. Yeah, I loved the in to this story because you got a little context as to the relationship between Egyptian and British culture. There's some friction there, and it also sets up Dodi's family and seeing how ambitious his father was. It seems like the way that they're portraying this, his father wanted power. Who knew that like his son's path would then eventually cross with actual royalty and will forever be linked with royalty? When you compare Dodi's family, like his whole backstory in juxtaposition to Prince Charles' whole family history, as we've been seeing for the past previous seasons, it does provide like an interesting contrast. I like this. Peter Morgan, this was good. This was good. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that this is Dodi now. It's 1979. Wow, is this like the Dodi episode? Or wow, and in France too. Oh my gosh.
Par ici, monsieur, s'il vous plaît.
Well, it seems like he did what he set out to do.
I heard that you and your brothers have no history of hotel ownership, nor property development, and that there is even a bounty on your head from your time in Haiti as a commission agent.
This is very like Godfather.
By contrast, we hear stories of you going from bank to bank in London and Switzerland, and each of these banks refusing because...
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna like look it up right now, but this actress looks very familiar. I, earlier this year, watched a French show called Call My Agent, and she looks like one of the ladies in Call My Agent. If I'm right, I'll put it up on the screen.
أنا لازم أعبر لك عن خيبة أملي.
To rescue a hotel
خلاص زهوته وجماله راحوا.
that can no longer rely on her reputation or beauty.
Ooh, gauntlet throw.
I come to rescue the Great Ritz because she is magnificent.
He's like, and case closed.
I want to make her once again
أعظم أوتيل في
the
الدنيا.
greatest hotel in the world.
Well, he's quite the showman, isn't he?
We are treated with contempt and discrimination.
Monsieur Al-Fayed, attendez.
The ties that they are painting to the Fayed family, to France, to like the significance of this country.
قلبي برا فورا. أنا بنحاول نبني سمعة الريتز مش نبوظها يوم الافتتاح. مش عايز أشوف خيبته هنا تاني.
Wow. Wow, the racism. How ironic he pulled the discrimination card earlier and then look at him. My gosh, that like really pisses me off.
اسمه سيدني جونسون.
وانا مالي باسمه.
كان شخصية. قعد personal valet to Edward VIII. ملك إنجلترا السابق.
Oh my gosh, what an awful person. Hypocrite.
Mr. Johnson, come in, please.
Oh, but now that he was associated with royalty, he's gonna want him to work for him or something. Apologize first, at least.
So, tell me, what did your job entail? What did you do for him?
Everything.
Ooh, he is a social climber. Also, not Prince Edward or King Edward not being racist compared to Muhammad.
Will you teach me as my personal valet? British society is the finest in the world. British manners and customs rule the world. With your help, I will become that rare thing, a British gentleman.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, ooh. It's giving a little self-hatred.
Rudyard Kipling.
P.G. Wodehouse, Rudyard Kipling, Charles Dickens.
The Shooting Diaries of Colonel Peter Hawker.
Booktube is shaking. Book talk is shaking.
For the city, a simple dinner jacket, midnight blue, never blind.
There's a part of me that's like also slightly annoyed that he is giving all of the personal royal lessons that he got. He's giving this information to this guy that literally treated him like shit earlier. Oh my god, wow.
Corduroys and checks for golf.
A cerise baseball cap, and always.
Wherever you are, socks.
But I like that they're cutting between these two different time periods.
Percy sorted out a kink in my back swing with the help of stop-action photography.
I don't know about you guys, but whenever we see like the previous actors from earlier seasons, it just makes me so happy.
Thank you, Sydney.
Very handsome, sir.
Is he gonna say thank you? Oh, Lizzie and her horses.
We need to see your ID.
Mr. Al-Fayed is a new member.
You can't enter unless you remember, I'm afraid. Oh.
Wow. Wow. Also, note how Muhammad freaking left him there. The more I watch this episode, the more this is really beginning to piss me off.
They told me I would be close to the Queen.
He's a social climber.
Who's that?
Mr. Tiny Roland, Harry's
Cloud
largest
chaser.
shareholder and sponsor of this event. Sitting next to the Queen is his privilege.
Was he gonna buy Harrods?
Say goodnight, Baba.
Oh, my love.
Okay. Night.
Night.
Ooh. Ooh.
You want us to buy a shop?
Harrods is much more than a shop.
Oh my god, wow. Literally.
وهنبقوا في قلب المجتمع البريطاني. يا عم ده العيلة المالكة نفسها زباين عنده. الباسبور الإنجليزي والجنسية.
Like, you already saw signs when he was younger that he just really looked up and admired and like wanted to be as in close proximity to like British culture because he saw that as like the elite. But it's so interesting when you remember that his dad was like the worst kind of Egyptian, is the Egyptian that aspires to be like the British. Oh my god, he like literally has become the person that his dad hates.
I hope that still leaves enough for me to do what I want.
And what do you have?
Money.
لا وحياة أم. I have money. What do you have?
Wow.
That's not fair.
And he helped him.
اما ليه كل شويه تقول لي عايزك تقف على رجليك عشان تخليني افتخر بيك ولما اجي احاول عايز تكسحني حرام عليك.
Ooh. 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 This is hitting too close to home. And that's on generational trauma. Oh, is this Chariots of Fire? Did his production company produce that movie?
ده ممكن يتعمل فيلم؟
It's an inspirational story where the outsider ends up becoming an insider.
Yeah, so you'll like that shit.
Chariots
chariots of fire.
We won, yeah, Baba.
Wow, this guy, honestly, I liked him when he was younger, but man, ooh, now I literally cannot stand him.
Everybody at 20th Century Fox, Mohammed and Dodi Fayed, who came through for us and put their money where my mouth was.
Wow, that's so crazy though. I had no idea that he was even involved in the movie business. He's like, yes, I like this industry now because now it puts me in close proximity to status and power, which is all I care about at the end of the day.
The Duchess of Windsor. She died this morning, 3 months before her 90th birthday. Heart failure.
Oh my gosh.
She'd been confined in a house for 8 years, crippled by arthritis, suffering from mental derangement, mostly being fed through a tube.
Damn, I feel a kind of way about that because we saw her over the past couple of years. Oh no.
It was such a beautiful house, filled with so much love.
He's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy it.
When I saw the state the villa was in, I said money is no object. Restoring it will be my honor and pleasure.
Wow.
No matter the cost, it will be my gift to the British royal family.
No, he did it for clout. He didn't just do it out of the kindness of his own heart. Sydney, he's so loyal to them even after they're like long gone. Wow, it's a nice shot.
And now Mr. Al-Fayed has invited you to pay the renovated property, which he has renamed Villa Windsor, a visit.
Don't you dare.
That belongs to the Royal Collection.
The Duke's Garter Banner.
And that should be returned to the Royal Collection.
Queen Mary's pearls.
They belong to me.
Everything belongs to us.
A visit? I would be most honored. When?
Ooh, and Sydney knows all the freaking tea.
I'm here on behalf of Her Majesty.
A great honor, sir.
He's like, no, I wanted the queen.
Chair. The coronet of the Prince of Wales. If you want to make the Queen very happy indeed, you'll let her have those back.
Oh my god, is he gonna hold it hostage? They ain't coming, Mohammed. You just gave everything away.
Muhammad al-Fayed just made the Queen of England very happy indeed.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so worried about Sydney. Oh my gosh, Sydney's gonna die right now, isn't he? Wow, he's like actually not being a dick right now. He's actually thinking about someone else besides himself.
Hello, you. Hello, you.
I love how that's how they like always greet each other.
Well, in that case, can I leave that with you?
Yeah, ditch him. Ditch him for Porchy. I want to see Porchy.
I'm afraid you've got me.
Your Royal Highness.
I realize I'm your substitute for the big chief.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this is when the Jaws music should have started.
Diana.
Muhammad, but you must call me Mou Mou.
Mou Mou. Okay.
All my friends do.
Gosh, we're friends already? That's quick.
Too quick.
Maybe a little too quick.
I really like her outfit. Typical.
What was his name?
Ali.
Ali.
Yes.
Does everyone in your family say things twice?
No.
You even interested in horses?
Not remotely.
No, me neither.
Wow.
May I present my son, Dodi?
Your Royal Highness?
Dodi. Or just Dodi?
What?
It's a joke.
It's a funny.
Damn, this is like, I'm like, oh no, they're doomed.
A watch?
An expensive watch.
You little creep.
Leave it to a fictional Diana to make this man somewhat likable.
Out of the acorn of a simple kindness, an oak tree of happiness will grow.
Alright, and some post-show thoughts. Wow, you know what? Honestly, I think this is my favorite episode of this season so far. Even though, ironically, it is the episode out of the 3 that we have watched so far that shows the royal family the least. There was just something about the way that this episode was written. It's such a creative in to the story. It provided important context, not just to how Dodi Fayed got into the circle of the royal family, but who his father was, where his family came from, and why him eventually getting with Princess Diana would be such a huge, I would imagine, would be such a huge deal, not just to him, but like to his father. His father is quite the character. I didn't really know much about the Fayed family, and the beginning of the episode, I'm not gonna lie, like when they were showing young Muhammad, I was like, this guy is like cool. He seems to be like a real go-getter, has a lot of energy. And then we cut to older Mou Mou, and I could not. I think it's interesting that someone like him, who just puts British culture and the royal family on such a high pedestal, how it all ended up working out that his own son would eventually get into a relationship with a member of the royal family. And the fact that like the Fayed family will forever be tied to the royal family, but it's like not in the way that Mou Mou would have imagined or Mou Mou would have wanted. It's a tragedy. That last line, I forget what the last line of the episode was now, but something about like, this seems to be like a hopeful relationship between Diana and Mou Mou, and well, ended up being the complete opposite. But yeah, I really liked this episode, despite the fact that like I personally don't really see it from Mou Mou. It wasn't until, you know, Princess Diana came towards the end and her being so charming and having this like light banter with him made him a little bit redeemable. And also when he buried Sydney, which I love that this episode highlighted that Sydney person, because I personally didn't know much about him, and I thought this episode in a way was like a lovely tribute to that person. But yeah, I really liked this episode. I liked this episode the most out of the ones that we have seen thus far. Maybe it's because there was no Charles. I'm just kidding. Alright, well, my question for you guys is, what are your opinions on the Fayed family? Mou Mou, just let me know in the comments section below. I have some level of respect for him that he was able to ascend to success. That was something that he clearly wanted for himself. He seems to be a very ambitious person, and he's not just talk, he actually did what he set out to do, so I respect him on that level. But the way he treated Sydney until he didn't realize his association to the royal family, that was a big turnoff for me. And just in general, him being quite the social climber and clout chaser really put me off. Even though, you know, that whole sequence when the royal family, they didn't go to his actual place after being invited. They just sent a representative to take back all of the belongings. There was a part of me that was satisfied, because I was like, huh, you really thought. But yeah, just let me know. Do you guys like him as a person? What are your thoughts on Mou Mou? Alright, well, that's about it for this video. If you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please turn on the notification button down below so you know when a new video from me comes out. And comment down below your thoughts on episode 3. Did you like it? I genuinely really did, and I've said this numerous times already, but so far, this is my favorite of the episodes that we've watched. I think part of the reason why it's also my favorite is just because like I wasn't expecting this kind of episode. You know, eventually you're gonna see Dodi Fayed come into the picture, but I didn't think that he would be introduced in this way. I thought it was just really, really cool the way they did it. So yeah. So far, this is the favorite. But let me know your thoughts on this episode. That's pretty much it for me. As always, everything I said was just my own personal thoughts and all my humble opinion. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah. I think I need to, no, because there were in previous seasons, some of my favorite episodes were the Charles-centric ones. I don't know, maybe it's just something about this older Charles that I'm like, I am not here for it. I'm not here for him.